Hello YouTube, my name is MattADillo. Welcome back to the channel and welcome to our team building episode 4, our Sun and Moon Wi-Fi Battle series. I am excited, you have no idea. Let me tell you, you all do not know how stoked I am to show you that your boy MattADillo has some smarts to competitive battle. But before we get into the team itself, I have a couple quick shoutouts. First off, to my guy that made the beautiful layout and the thumbnail. His link will be in the description down below if you want to get some artwork done by him. He was fast, he made it happen, and it was a great transaction and just a great time overall. But moving on to some YouTubers that definitely helped me out in the creation of this team. First off, JC Trainers Union, Connor specifically, and Demon Gun. Thank you all so much. I went back and forth with them because I joined a live stream of theirs about like 2 weeks ago. I joined their chatting live stream, and I was like, yo, you want to help me build this team real quick for my competitive battle series? They're like, yeah, I'm down. So I went ahead and I told them that I want to use Pokemon in the meta that you don't see a lot, but they're viable. Like they could easily get thrown in there and take on the big leagues. So I wanted to base the team off of Mega Sharpedo. So I told them about that, and the first 3 mons, I was like certain what I wanted to see on my team, and they like kind of like threw a couple good ideas for like moves, or like they confirmed what I was thinking, like, yes Matt, this is a good option to help counteract with the 3 choices. But as you can see, we went nuts here, like all over the place. Like downtown here, it's not a good time. The first 3, like I said, I had them in mind, I knew what was up, but when we got down here, it was just a no-no. But I'm gonna go ahead and explain it all to y'all. But real quick, another shout out, I almost forgot, my boy in Vivid Color. Thank you so much, my dude. He helped me get my mons battle ready, basically. I was struggling with it because it's been a while since I trained up mons, like EV training and getting all those items for competitive battling. And long story short, he made the process go a lot quicker. It really helps out a lot when you have good YouTube friends to help you like get things happening, get things rolling. But shout out to him, because it easily would have taken me about like another week, so I would have been seeing you in like the future. But anyways, we're here now, that's all that matters. So let's get into it. Mega Sharpedo, Phelps who? We all know who Phelps is, but Phelps who? You know what I mean? He raced a shark a couple weeks ago and lost by like 2 seconds. So, long story short, Phelps who? Our boy Mega Sharpedo outspeeds this man and many more with that very powerful Speed Boost Protect setup. Let me tell you about that in 1 second. But we were rocking the moves Protect, Crunch, Waterfall, and Ice Fang. So basically, I'm planning to set up with this guy so we can sweep like that. So we're gonna go ahead and probably send out Mega Sharpedo, throw out a couple like Protect, Speed Boost, and then just Mega Evolve. Because then when we Mega Evolve, we lose that Speed Boost, but then we get Strong Jaw, which makes our Crunch and Ice Fang just that much more powerful. And speaking of Crunch, it's Stab, and it really hits mons very well. Potential Flinch. Waterfall's another good stab, potential Flinch. Ice Fang, not stab, but potential French. I'm trying to say freeze and flinch at the same time, but long story short, freeze and flinch. So very exciting. I'm gonna leave that in there because I enjoy my failures. But I wanted to use Mega Sharpedo so bad. A lot of people sleep on it, and I'm not sure why, because it's really good. It's definitely not the most defensive mon, so it can't take too many hits. But let me tell you something, it can definitely dish out a bunch. But so moving along from Mega Sharpedo, I had to think, what goes well with Mega Sharpedo? What counterbalances it really well? First off, the weaknesses that came to mind were Grass, Electric, and Fighting because of the Dark typing. So I was like, what would go better with it than my boy Tangrowth? Now let me tell you something about Tangrowth here. By the way, Jolly Nature on Sharpedo. Tangrowth. Let me tell you something about my boy Tangrowth. JuggerKnot, this man is a big old thing of knots. Let me tell you. It really works well with Sharpedo. We have, of course, it's not very effective for Grass, Electric, and Fighting, so it just really blocks all of Sharpedo's weaknesses. So it's a great pairing. Rocking that Giga Drain, it was the best stab grass move we could get on it. Sludge Bomb, Knockoff, and Leech Seed with the Regenerator ability and Leftovers. Regenerator is such a good ability, and honestly, Tangrowth is power. Tangrowth is power. A lot of people sleep on it. Obviously they do because we don't see it happening too much. But we went ahead and invested HP, defense, and a little bit of special defense in it. So this man's taking hits all day. Leech Seed, Giga Drain, Leftovers, Regenerator. That's nothing but this man's gonna get stocked back up in HP. So it's gonna take a while for you to knock this bad boy out. Sludge Bomb for those fairy types, just in case you never know. And Knockoff to potentially go ahead and take off some items, see what people are rocking with. But that's basically the setup for, or the mindset for JuggerKnot with Sharpedo. And then my next choice, I definitely had to go ahead and think, okay, once again, weaknesses we see on Tangrowth. Fire and Flying were the first two that really popped in my head. Flying, you know, we don't really see too much Flying. So we do have a second Flying weakness with the next member of the team. But I definitely think we don't have to worry about anything Flying-wise. We do have Infernape. Infernape is joining us. Super hot. Super hot. The Infernape. Once again, we do have that Flying weakness seen between Tangrowth and Infernape, but I think it's fine nonetheless. I'm not really expecting too many Flying moves. I mean, unless I missed something, please let me know. But you know, you do see Infernape a little bit, but I don't think it gets the credit it deserves. Rocking the close combat, Mach Punch, Gunk Shot, and Fire Blast. Blaze ability just because I could have ran Iron Fist, but the only thing that gets boosted from Iron Fist is a Mach Punch. I would have ran Iron Fist if close combat got boosted from Mach Punch, or from Iron Fist. But fun fact, close combat does not get boosted from Iron Fist, so that's why I'm not running it. It's kind of a shame too. I mean, it's basically the animation is a bunch of fists. Iron Fist, hello, makes sense. But we also got the Life Orb, so this thing hits hard, and trust me, my boy Infernape is hitting hard. We went ahead and EV trained it in attack, special attack, and fully in speed. So this man's going places. We got the Gunk Shot, once again, just for those fairies, you never know. Mach Punch for that good priority move in case we got to knock out something quick. Hopefully the Life Orb can go ahead and take it out. Close combat, very good stab, fighting move. And then Fire Blast, once again, very good fire stab. And it does have a potential to burn, I believe. But that's where I was pretty comfortable with the team. I knew what was going on, and I was excited to use them. So this is where it gets a little messy, but it definitely works. We have nothing but the finest of pen X's and scribbles throughout a couple of these mons. I wanted to use a ground type. I wanted to get ground in there for my awesome, by the way, if you didn't notice, we have a water, grass, fire core right now, which I think is fantastic to have on a team. But I want to get a ground type in there. I really did, but I couldn't just decide on one. I had Mamoswine, Gigalith, and even Hippowdon was running in my mind. Mamoswine probably would have been the winner, but I just couldn't find anything to really run it with that would go well with the rest of the team. Gigalith and Hippowdon, you know, they really rely on the sand, and I believe Hippowdon does bring up sand, and so does Gigalith, which would be hurting our team bit by bit, so I really didn't find it useful. I was like, the other two mons besides the next mon, or the would have been Gigalith, Mamoswine, or Hippowdon, don't counteract with sand well, so scratch them out, and I went with Magnezone. Let me tell you something about my boy Dinkleberg the Magnezone. First off, shoutouts to Nips and Shady Penguin for their gold and silver versus Dinkleberg the Magneton or Magnezone. Did it evolve? It was a Magneton. But Dinkleberg's here from Timmy Turner. Rocking out with Volt Switch, Hidden Power Fire, Thunderbolt, and Flash Cannon, Magnum Pull, and Assault Vest. Magnum Pull, Hidden Power Fire is going to work really well for that Celesteela. If we can go ahead and trap that in and then get off some Hidden Power Fires, I think that's a done Celesteela. But another reason for Infernape as well was for those Kartanas and Celesteelas we see so much of. And then as well as for Tangrowth for those Tapu Kokos. But definitely I'm excited to use Magnezone. Once again, not a lot of people use it, but I think it could work in the meta quite well. The electric steel typing, not too bad. It does counteract that flying weakness we have, but once again, not really expecting too much flying. Volt Switch is just a good priority switch move. The Hidden Power Fire for those Celesteelas. Thunderbolt just a good stab. Electric move. Could have ran Thunder, but wasn't going to risk the misses, not at all. And then Flash Cannon, once again, a good stab move. Went ahead and we invested in, let me see here, we invested in HP, special attack, and speed. Nothing maxed out there, but a lot of them close to it. I just kind of think Dinkleberg's a good like mid-game to end-game sweep. I could see it also being a really good potential setup switching. Like, you know, we get that Volt Switch and then we switch into either Regenerator, Regenerator Tangrowth and Volt Switch Dinkleberg. That's a fun time right there. But I could just definitely see it working really well with the core we have so far, and it does with the rest of the team as well. Speaking of the rest of the team, we did go ahead and have, once again, a little bit of trouble after getting Magnezone. I wanted to run a Fairy type. First that came to mind was Gramble. Once again, you don't really see it, but it is kind of wild how powerful it is. But I just couldn't find a good Gramble set that I really wanted to use or come up with. It did have that nice Intimidate, though, which I'm sadly missing out on. But I think it's fine, because we did go ahead and add Mimikyu. We added Mimikyu, And here's why. I know I was saying I wanted to use a lot of things not seen in the meta, but also I wanted to choose a couple Sun and Moon Pokemons that are my favorite, as well as the next one you'll see. But Mimikyu is here, Build-A-Mon. I can assure you, you've never heard anyone using this nickname, Build-A-Mon. I came up with it as coming up with a team. If you've used it before, then good for you, but copyright MattADillo, Build-A-Mon, like Build-A-Bear. But we got Build-A-Mon, the Mimikyu with the disguise ability. It should be holding that Fairium Z, but I forgot to put it on there. I'll make sure to do that before we go into some battles. But rocking out Swords Dance, Shadow Sneak, Play Rough, and Will-O-Wisp. The Fairium Z's on there just to really hit home with something that we need to get out of there. Something that's very problematic. A lot of Garchomps you see. Maybe we'll see a Droppa out there. Speaking of which, Dropa's the next Pokemon. Huh, spoilers. But just to get rid of those pesky Dragon types. If we're not sure about the Play Rough, if we still have that Fairium Z, we're going to rock out with it. Swords Dance is that good setup with Disguise. I think the Disguise ability is broken. Oh my god. More Pokemon should get this ability, but Swords Dance Disguise is fantastic. We have the Shadow Sneak for those priority moves. Also, it's Stab in case we need to knock out an opponent. It's pretty low health. Shadow Sneak comes in handy, just like the Mach Punch on Infernape. Play Rough is a good Stab Fairy type move, and then Will-O-Wisp. I put on Will-O-Wisp. I was gonna do Shadow Claw, but I think Shadow Sneak will be fine, especially with some Sword Dances up. But I went ahead and did Will-O-Wisp because I think it's good to kind of trump your player. They don't really expect it. I think it's great to kind of knock down a couple mons they're trying to set up. Like, you know, excuse me, like Swords Dance Garchomp or even the Mega Scizor. I think Will-O-Wisp does a great job kind of counteracting their setup on them. So that's why I brought Will-O-Wisp. And, you know, it's also good if we have that full disguise, we can go for the Will-O-Wisp, hopefully get a free Will-O-Wisp off. So that's the mindset there with Build-A-Mon. But finally, the last mon, I did say it, it is Droppa. Nap time to Droppa, because my Droppa, he's skipping bedtime right now. This man is like 3 p.m. He needs to take a nap. We got old man Droppa here with the Berserk ability, rocking the Citrus, Dragon Pulse, Flamethrower, Ice Beam, and Roost. I'll explain this all in 1 second. But once again, Droppa, why don't people use this, man? I don't know. The Berserk ability is wild. For anyone that does not know what Berserk is, here it is for you. Boost the Pokemon's special attack stat when it takes hits that cause HP to become half or less. Really good ability. Really good ability, and it works well with his moveset, Dragon Pulse, Flamethrower, Ice Beam. I threw Dragon Pulse on there, obviously because Stab Dragon also takes care of Dragon types itself. Flamethrower, Ice Beam will just kind of for the lulz, I think, really. Droppa does not have the best, like really useful moveset, but Flamethrower, Ice Beam is good to have. Potential burns and freezes, and maybe your opponent doesn't expect it. Roost, Citrus Berry, Berserk. So, nap time goes down half or less. Berserk activates. Citrus Berry goes off, bringing it back up to potentially more than half. We roost up maybe, or it gets knocked back down. And then we roost up. We get knocked back down again. Long story short, every time we get knocked back down, we come back up because our special attack is rising, my dudes. That's why I added the Citrus to get that first initial healing up. But then Roost, just to kind of get some, maybe we can like predict a switch, go for the Roost, we can get our nap time back up so we can get another special attack. We did max our boy out in special attack. HP was maxed out as well, and then we threw a couple in special defense. But Droppa's nasty, bro. Droppa is nasty, and I'm surprised no one else is using him. Oh my god. But that's the comp right there. That's our team. This is what we're bringing to the meta, and it's going to rock their worlds. I'll repeat it one more time for you. We got Phelps, who, the Sharpedo-Mega Sharpedo, JuggerKnot, the Tangrowth, Supa, Hot, the Infernape, Dinkleberg, the Magnezone, Build-A-Mon, the Mimikyu, and nap time, the Droppa. Really excited to use this team. And now, I'm going to go ahead and explain what we're going to be doing with the team. I'm just going to be blanded with you right off the bat. I'm not doing doubles. You will never see MattADillo do doubles. I hate doubles. I know I want to show you all my comp capabilities and my strategic plays, but I just hate doubles. I was never a fan of it. So you're not going to see some 4-on-4 doubles. But you will be seeing some BattleSpot. I love BattleSpot, and I think the reason why was another shout out to Shady Penguin. He got me inspired in battling on Wi-Fi and more specifically BattleSpot. This man did a BattleSpot Road to Rank series, and it was fantastic. And I'm kind of trying to do the same thing. His BattleSpots consisted of 3 battles per episode, and the option of you all commenting a Pokemon down below that you want to see me use on the team that we can switch out for a Pokemon that might not be doing too well. So we're going to kind of go ahead and base off the same guidelines. We'll be doing 3 battles per episode for the BattleSpot. Hopefully we can snag a couple W's and not get too many L's. But BattleSpot, if you don't know what it is, it's a 3-on-3, in which I enjoy it. I enjoy it more. And if you all really want, I could do some 6-on-6, but I'm definitely going to rock out with BattleSpot. I enjoy the fact that it's like mind games. You see your opponent's team of 6, they see your team of 6. They're like, okay, what are they bringing? What can I counteract with? And then you have to think about what they think you're bringing so you can kind of trump them. I don't know. I just love the mind games that BattleSpot brings, which is why I want to do it so bad. And I think our team is perfect for BattleSpot. I think it's perfect, and I'm excited to get into it. So BattleSpot's the plan, but if you want to see some 6-on-6s with the team, because we never get to see the full team's potential, I'm down to do it. But definitely BattleSpot, 3 battles each. And if you all want to see a Mon used on the team, I'm looking for things that you don't see too often but are very viable. Like I said, I want to bring new Mons to the meta. So if you want to see something really cool, make sure to comment it down below, and maybe I'll just pick your Mon. Make sure to put the EVs, the moves, the natures, all that good stuff. But that's the team we're rocking out with. I hope you all are excited to see these BattleSpot Road to Rank series as much as I am. These episodes are going to be wild. I can feel it. You're going to see your boy Matt use the strats, let me tell you. But I think that's going to do it for today's episode. So this will be up tomorrow. Fun fact for y'all, it's 11 p.m., breaking the fourth wall of August 2nd. So August 3rd is a Thursday. It should be up tomorrow. It should be up tomorrow, which would then make the first BattleSpot episode, I want to say, go up, let's say Saturday. So this will go up Thursday. So you got Thursday to watch it, all of Friday, and then Saturday, you'll see our first ever BattleSpot episode with this team. I'm super excited to use it. A lot of really good Mons, and I like how we're not using Mons that you see often, because they're not going to know what to expect. They're really not. During the battles, you're not going to see me run calcs. I'm not that kind of guy. I don't like running calcs during a battle. I think it's more about your trainer intuition to really know what you should expect and what you think will kill and not. Also, it just makes it more interesting because, like, I'll be right or I'll be wrong, and then we can laugh or cry about it together. But that'll do it for today's episode. Thank you all so much for watching the Team Builder, and make sure to like and subscribe. So then, if you subscribe, you can catch more of this beautiful series and so much more. But I'm out of here, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the first BattleSpot episode. It's gonna be wild. I can feel it.